Greetings, Facebook land. Hello, everybody. I'm Matthew Solomon. I'm the coach for the modern soul. You can reach me at coachwithmatthewsolomon.com. Just have a couple minutes here. I'm going to be talking about you're unhappy because your mind is sabotaging your heart. I'm just going to give it a minute. I'm about to do a podcast. I'm about to be a guest on a podcast called Stuff You Should Do. And I'm super excited about that. It's a new podcast. They reached out to me, Stuff You Should Do. We're going to be talking about sex and intimacy because that's stuff we should do. So, what we were going to get into today, I was driving home. It's like holiday program for my kids. So I'm like running, watching the kids singing. Then I'm coming home. I'm doing this. I'm doing a podcast. And I'm back to my parents own a preschool. So I'm going to videotape those kids. Doing their program. You're unhappy because your mind is sabotaging your heart. If I were to ask you what you want in life, what you want to experience, how you want to feel, if you came up with something and got excited about it and felt that heart opening and felt that joy, and then the next thing is, okay, let's go do it. When your mind kicks in, is like, I don't know if we can. Maybe I'll wait on that. I can't afford it. I don't know how to do it. Our brains are wired for our survival. They're wired for that, right? So we're always told, lead with your heart. What does your heart want? And then the mind is your rational mind. You're supposed to like think things through and be methodical about it. But what happens there is we're not aligned, right? And so we grow up, our minds are there to keep us safe, right? So we know, touch the hot stove, get burned. Mind says, don't touch the hot stove anymore. Right? You go to the zoo, right? Don't put your hand in the tiger cage because it's going to get bit off. So your mind's keeping you safe. And then in third grade, there's this girl that I was in love with that I wanted her to go out with me in third grade. And she chose my friend and it broke my heart. So the mind says, don't do that again, your heart's going to get broken. But I didn't listen to my mind. And then in sixth grade, there was another girl, and I asked her out, and she said no, and then I got my heart broken. And then I would keep putting myself out there, always afraid of getting my heart broken. But what would happen is, now I got this pattern of, well, at least I know I can survive the heartbreak of a no. So I'm going to start choosing people that are going to say no subconsciously, like this isn't logical, because I know at least my heart can handle that and I'm not going to physically die. I'm not going to feel worse. And then through all of that, I meet somebody and it's like, wow, she said yes. And we're actually in love. And this is even better. And so we do a relationship and then that doesn't work out. And then I got that heartbreak. And then the mind is like, well, you can do that. You can handle that. So then the next relationship after relationship after relationship, as we meet, she says yes. Oh my God, we fall in love. We do relationship for a couple years, and then something happens, and it doesn't work out. And you start choosing. That's why people are like, one person is emotionally available, one person pulls away, one person, is like a clinger, and the other person is an escapist. And we start choosing that because at least we know what to expect with that. Same thing with money. Same thing with jobs. Like if I had, $1 million and all that stuff that I wanted, what would happen if it went away? And what about the heartbreak that comes with that? And so we set ourselves up in these patterns to get just far enough that our heart is reaching, but our mind is pulling us back. And so we keep hitting walls. So how do we get that stuff aligned? How do we get that stuff aligned? Well, we need to switch back to getting in touch with our heart. Because here's the thing, I work with people all the time. People contact me every day and I ask them, what do you want? I don't know. Right? Our mind already has that barrier up. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm shut off. I don't know. And then we got to hack that. right? Because that's what I do. How do we hack that? Okay, what if you did know? Okay, I get that you don't know, but let's pretend. And then something comes out. It's like, I want to take a trip. What kind of trip? I want to go camping in Alaska. Okay, do that. And then they get excited. And it's like, all right, cool. So now you want to go camping in Alaska because that's going to really excite you and light you up. So how do you do that? I don't know. No. How do you do that? I don't know. No. How do you do that? And then you get, okay, how can I do this? Well, I can charge it. I can save money for it. I can just do it. I can whatever. But what happens is, when we're not in the space of solutions, we're in the space of protection. So we're in the space of I don't know. Because I don't know is easy. It just shuts us off. You know, I'll have people that, I've been in marriage therapy. You know, husband and I have been in therapy for 15 years. Nothing's happening. Nothing's changing. Something, you know, we get a little better and we pull a little back. And I don't know what to do. Okay, well, what do you want? Well, you know, I want this life. I want us to be happy. I want us to connect. Okay, we'll do that. I don't know how. Okay, well, work with me and we'll do that. Really? You do that? Yes, I do that all the time. That's what happens. People work with me and that's what opens up and that's what happens. Okay, well, I have to think about it. Why? I have to think about it. I don't know. It's all stuff that keeps us safe. And we can do the mediocrity. We can cruise along at the level that we're comfortable with for a long, long time. I know because I've done it. I know because I've been in relationships, I've been in jobs, I've been in all kinds of places where it was like, all right, this isn't what I want, but I know I can survive it. That's why people stay in jobs for like 40 years, 50 years, and they just like punch the clock. Punch the clock, wait till retirement, and then what do you do? So what you start to do is you get back connected with your heart, with what you want. You get that vision. Right? You start asking yourself questions. What would that feel like? What do I really want? Get the pictures, and then you get the mental pictures. And then you have your thoughts support that. You don't do the I don't know. You don't do the I can't do that. You do the, okay, how can I make this happen? That's how I did my whole Costa Rica trip. There was, logically, there was no way that was going to happen. But I got into, how can I make this happen? I want this bad enough. My heart wanted it bad enough, and my mind was not willing to deal with the heartbreak that I knew would come if I didn't do it. And so that mediocre level of heartbreak where we're cruising becomes unacceptable. And then you get into that space, and it's like, okay, how do I take this further? And so I made it happen. I found the way. I kept asking myself, how am I going to do this? How do I do this? How do I make it happen? And it happened. And it's one of the most life-altering things I have done in my life. One of the most significant things I have done in my life. And 4 months ago was one of the lowest points of my life, where I'm laying on my floor, staring at the ceiling, thinking, what the fuck am I going to do? How did I get here? I don't see a way out. But I knew I had to go through that also. So I started digging deep. I started asking the questions. And the thing that's holding us back, the thing that's holding our mind back is what you don't know you don't know. Is the stuff you don't even know you don't know that's in your way. And you could say, okay, I suck at relationships. No, you don't. You say, I suck at making money. No, you don't. I have a scarcity mentality. No, you don't. There's just something there in your programming to keep you safe that's having you make these choices. And so when you start digging deep, when you start turning towards it instead of turning away, or allow yourself to just be like, okay, well, I can kind of cruise with this. Cruise like just below what I need. I can sit in the misery. All right, that was one of the things in Costa Rica. It's time to get off the cross. It's time to stop suffering. So you start looking for, what's the thing that I don't know that I don't know? And that's what I do as a coach. I help you discover what you don't know that's in your way. And once you see it, you can actually get it out of the way and do something about it. So connecting your mind and your heart, getting away from the survival, acknowledging the survival mentality, acknowledging, okay, brain, I know you're just trying to keep me safe, but I really want that thing. I really want that relationship. I really want to write that book. I really want to pay off that debt. I really want to take this trip. So, brain that's keeping me safe, how can we do that? And then you link it up. And then you do it. And then you make it happen. And then you get on the other side, you say, wow, I fucking did that. And now you're on a whole other level. And then it's like, okay, what's the next thing? And the next thing, and the next thing. Versus spending the next 40 years of your life waiting to die. So that's all the time I got. I'm about to go do a podcast. Stuff You Should Do is the name of the podcast. If you'd like to work with me, send me a message, coachwithmatthewsolomon.com, or you can message me here. I love taking people from, I don't know what the fuck I want, what makes me happy, to, oh my God, I can't believe how amazing life is right now. That's it. That's what I do. My Man School online course is also available for pre-sale. It's been really great. The response has been awesome. So you can go there at coachwithmatthewsolomon.com. You can order that for yourself. I got some new stuff on the way too. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Please like and share. And like I said, message me if you want to go from I don't know to oh my God. All right.